Welcome back, everybody. My birthday special for Justin Bowling, in which we're going to be playing our next segment, Jeopardy Texas. How will we do? Let us find out.
Hi, folks. I'm Johnny Gilbert. Tournament of Champions. One player. From the Sony Pictures Studios, this is Jeopardy!
Hi, and welcome to Jeopardy's Tournament of Champions. You know, only the very best players are invited to participate in our tournament. So congratulations to each of you. Let's get started. Let's see if you like these first round categories.
Why me? Novelist, playwrights. Global village. Alliteration all around. My, oh, Mayan. And completing the board, our final category is shoes.
Player one, your turn.
Before it was an Alan Funt TV show, it meant an unposed style of photography.
What is candid camera?
Player one. Right you are.
A device for making baked treats in specific shapes, or anything formulaic and unoriginal.
What is a cookie cutter?
Player one. That's right.
Fictional character who could talk to the animals.
Who's Dr. Doolittle?
Player one. Well done, yes.
Gymnasts run and somersault on this 4-inch wide apparatus.
What is a balance beam?
Player one. Definitely.
This jumping old expletive includes the name of a biblical king of Judah.
What is jumping Jehoshaphat?
Player one. Right you are.
It is said that the yellow on Chad's flag represents the sun and this desert.
What is the Sahara?
Player one. Well done, yes.
Trail name given to North Vietnam's main infiltration route into South Vietnam during the war.
What is the Ho Chi Minh Trail?
Player one. That's it.
US 101 is usually called the Hollywood one. It leads into the Ventura one.
What is Boulevard?
Player one. No, I'm sorry. Player 2.
A freeway.
Exactly.
There's the other one, freeway.
Your choice, Player 2.
Shoes. For 100.
This type of shoe has a slot in the strap across each vamp into which a coin can be inserted.
What is a penny loafer?
Player 1. You're correct. Your choice, Player 1.
The lad who's the symbol of a line of Sherwin-Williams paints wears this type of shoes.
Player 3.
Sabbats?
Yes, indeed. Player 3, it's your turn.
Mayo Mayan. For 100, Alex?
Correlating this system of measuring time to hours, the Mayan one starts in 3114 BC.
What is a calendar?
Player 1. Well done, yes. Player 1, your turn.
The Mayans domesticated turkeys, ducks, dogs, and these pollinating insects.
What are bees?
Player 1. Definitely.
Peninsula that was home to such Mayan sites as Rio Bec, Becan, and Uxmal.
What is the Yucatan?
Player 1. Exactly.
Mayan art is classified as pre-this.
Player 2.
Pre-Columbian. Oh yeah, that makes sense.
That's right. Player 2, you choose.
I'll take Why Me? For 100.
You're one of these if you're young, live in the city, and are a professional.
What's a yuppie?
Player 1. Definitely. Your choice, Player 1.
You were happy if you were a member of this 1960s radical group that included Abby Hoffman and Jerry Rubin.
Player 3.
Oh, the yippies.
Right you are.
That makes sense.
If you would, Player 3.
Novelist playwrights? For 100, please.
Joseph Heller based his play Clevenger's Trial on Chapter 8 of this, his most famous novel.
What is Catch-22?
Player 1. You got it. Player 1.
Years before the novel Lolita, he published his verse play Smerty under a pseudonym in 1923.
Player 2.
Oh, Nabokov. Vladimir Nabokov.
Definitely. It's your turn, Player 2.
Novelist playwrights. For 300.
Sheppy is this of Human Bondage author's play about a barber who wins the sweepstakes.
Player 1.
Who is William Somerset Maugham?
Yes. Your choice, Player 1.
This British romance novelist was in her 20s when she wrote the 1925 play Blood Money.
Player 3.
Barbara Cartland?
Well done, yes. Player 3, what will it be?
Shoes. For 300.
These boots, named for a British general, became popular during the Napoleonic Wars.
Player 3?
Oh, wellies?
That's right.
Shoes. For 400, Alex.
Miranda, Spectator, and D'Orsay are types of this slip-on women's shoe.
Player 3.
The pump.
Yes, indeed.
Shoes. For 500.
This flat shoe normally has a cloth upper and a flexible rope sole.
Player 2.
An espadrille.
You got it.
I haven't said that right.
Player 2?
Global Village. For 400?
In 1945, representatives from 50 nations met in this California city on the bay to draw up the UN Charter.
What is San Francisco?
Player 1. Exactly. Player 1, your turn.
It's the Florida Cape, where the space shuttle missions begin.
What is Cape Canaveral?
Player 1. That's it. Answer, the Daily Double. Player 1, please make your wager.
1400.
The Mayans' principal unit of currency was this bean.
What is the cacao bean?
Player 1, you're correct.
A giant among American women novelists, she wrote the play Stage Door with George S. Kaufman.
Who's Edna Ferber?
Player 1, that's it.
You're one of these, little dear, if you're an animal between 365 and 730 days old.
What is a yearling?
Player 1, you got it.
You're this if you're a convict or a recruit or a member of an early Eric Clapton band.
What is a yard bird?
Player 1, definitely. And the final answer of the round.
Hootman, if you're an old Scot, you know this food's name is a Scottish word for potato.
Player 1,
What's a yam?
you're correct. That's the end of the Jeopardy round. Let's take a look at the scores. Big lead, Player 1, well done. You're not far off the pace, Player 3. Player 2, you're in last place, but you do get to start things off first in Double Jeopardy. Now it's time for the Double Jeopardy round. Dollar values double, and we have 2 daily doubles for you on the board. Let's see if you like these categories in the Double Jeopardy round. Barnyard animals, classical composers, classic Disney films,
That's a good one.
incredible edibles, European history, and just to finish things off,
Oh,
Auld Lang Seinfeld.
I think we had that same category in the PS2 version of Jeopardy, Auld Lang Seinfeld. Oh,
It's your turn, Player 2.
Incredible Edibles. For 200?
The green and the mute types of this amphibian are the ones the French prize for their legs.
What is a frog? What are frogs?
Player one. You got it. Player one.
Charlemagne was so fond of these proud birds that he served them at a banquet.
What are peacocks?
Player one. Well done, yes.
If this U.S. marsupial is really dead and not just playing, you can roast it like pork.
What are possum? What is possum?
Player one. Exactly.
Eating seaweed helps certain swifts form these structures found in a famous Chinese soup.
What are
Player one.
wontons? Or what are noodles?
No, that's not right. Sorry. Player two.
Birds' nests.
That's right. Your choice, player two.
Barnyard animals. For 200, Alex.
Considered among the first animals used in husbandry, they're divided into types by wool texture.
What are sheep?
Player one. You got it. Your choice, player one.
This bearded barnyard animal is the joke of many butts.
What is a goat?
Player one. Definitely.
The barnyard animal most associated with Colonel Sanders.
What's a chicken?
Player one. Well done, yes. Answer, the Daily Double. Player one, please make your wager.
Examples include Arabians and Appaloosas.
What are horses?
Player one. Boy, that was a bold move, betting it all. But it worked out. Congratulations.
The male of this web-footed species is called a drake.
What is a duck?
Player one. You're correct.
The eggs of this shelled reptile are sometimes hard-boiled, and the flippers may be braised in wine sauce.
What is a turtle?
Player one. Exactly.
Seinfeld catchphrase that means blah, blah, blah.
What is yada, yada, yada?
Player one. Definitely.
His crazy schemes have included a bra for men and a coffee table book.
Who is Kramer?
Player one. You got it.
Actor Larry Thomas played this restaurateur as Saddam Hussein with just a dash of Hitler.
Who is the soup Nazi?
Player one.
Voting for you!
Right you are.
Jerry's hello to this Seinfeld-hating postal employee became a catchphrase.
Who is Newman?
Player one. Exactly.
Elaine once created an urban sombrero for this mail order company's catalog.
What is J. Peterman?
Player 1. Yes, indeed.
Alright, classic Disney films.
This film about a flying elephant inspired a ride at Disneyland.
What is Dumbo?
Player 1. That's it.
Chim Chim Cheree. This film, featuring chimney sweeps, swept up 13 Oscar nominations.
What is Mary Poppins?
Player 1. Definitely.
This 1961 film was the first to feature a magical substance called flubber.
What's the absent-minded professor?
Player 1. That's right.
Much of the music for this 1959 film, including the song Once Upon a Dream, was adapted from an 1890 ballet.
What is Sleeping Beauty?
Player 1. Exactly.
Among the babes and babes in Toyland are Ann Gillian as Bo Peep and this Mouseketeer as Mary Contrary.
Who is Annette Funicello?
Player 1. Definitely.
His period of work between Eroica and Symphony No. 8 is known as his heroic decade.
Who is Ludwig van Beethoven?
Player 1. Right you are.
A Freemason, this Austrian sprinkled references to Masonry in his Masonic cantata and the Magic Flute.
Who is Mozart?
Player 1. You got it.
When his Madama Butterfly opened at La Scala in 1904, it was greeted with hisses.
Player 2. Exactly. It's your turn, Player 2.
European history. For 200, Alex.
In 1914, German troops came within 15 miles of this French capital before being repulsed at the Marne.
What is Paris?
Player 1. Yes, indeed. Player 1, what'll it be?
This boot-shaped country's 19th century unification was impeded by the Papal States, which physically divided it.
What is Italy?
Player 1. Definitely.
In the 17th century, Shabbatai Tzvi attracted a mass following among Jews after declaring himself this.
Player 3.
The Messiah?
That's right. Player 3, it's your turn.
Let's go with European history for 800, please, Alex.
It's what the FT stands for in EFTA, which began operating 34 years before NAFTA.
What is free trade?
Player 1. Definitely. Your choice, Player 1.
Catherine the Great's son, Paul I, established an order of male succession in this country's Romanov dynasty.
What is Russia?
Player 1.
Right you are.
For the 1910 season, Sergei Diaghilev commissioned him to score a ballet based on the Firebird.
Who is Igor Stravinsky?
Player 1.
Definitely.
And the final answer of the round. Answer, the Daily Double.
Player 1, please make your wager.
This Venetian's first works date from the early 18th century during his years as violin master at a girls' orphanage.
Player 1.
Who is Antonio Vivaldi?
Yes, indeed.
Right.
That brings us to the end of the double Jeopardy round. So let's take a quick look at the scores.
Player 1, you've got the lead going into Final Jeopardy. Player 2, you're not too far off the lead. Don't count yourself out, Player 3.
All right, now it's time for Final Jeopardy. I'll show you the category and give you a few seconds to think about your wager.
Our Final Jeopardy category is the Western U.S.
Player 3, could we have your wager, please? Player 2, your wager, please. Player 1, please make your wager. Player 3?
Player 2.
This California city's official seal depicts a phoenix and a motto in Spanish, gold in peace, iron in war.
Player 1? Well, how did everyone manage with that clue?
Player 3, your question. That's right.
Oh, San
And
Francisco.
your wager was?
I signed up with $10,000.
Player 2, your question. Sorry, that's incorrect. How much did it cost you? Player 1, your question. Oh, sorry, that's incorrect. How much did it cost you?
And that's all for the Tournament of Champions game. Let's see how everyone did. Our big winner, Player 1. Thanks for playing Jeopardy. Hope you had a good time. So long, everybody.